The lights are out here in El Paso, and what is Thekla, the toxic spider? Oh! Thekla, who most recently was competing in Stardom in Japan, she was fired for striking the president of the company. The Austrian badass, the idol killer, making her presence felt.
Hayter still feeling the impact.
There goes Lady Frost again. Lady Frost runs into a forearm shot. Spider Thekla. Look at this. Looking at Lady Frost and with a spear. And her tied up. And puts her in the death trap.
Talk to me, Frost.
That's her move. The one that has made her so famous, she's got her in.
Let it go. Let it go. Thekla, it's over. Let it go. Hurry.
Look at the look in her eyes.
Here's your winner, the Toxic Spider, Thekla!
Thekla, the Toxic Spider. The Toxic Spider up top. Oh, look at this.
Come on, Thekla, you gotta break that. Oh,
The
Thekla.
head scissors,
1,
using the ropes for
2,
leverage.
3,
A warning.
4. Let it go.
She let it go at 5. Take a look at what this woman can do.
To the top, but Thekla. Oh, Thekla. Oh, disrupts the balance of Aminata. Aminata crashing and burn on the ring apron. And Thekla, the crossbody, taking a huge risk. And Thekla trying to fight off both Stat and Willow. Thekla launches off Statlander, DDT on Willow Nightingale.
Statlander is cooking right here. Oh,
Cazadora. Thekla was looking for the bulldog out of it, but the power of Statlander just too much.
Here comes Queen. Climb. You'll see her in your picture here in a moment. There she is.
Aminata.
How did you know that? Oh, that's right. You're kind of right in front of us there, you know.
Well, Aminata, the overhand chop. Thekla, though, with the core strength of Thekla, bringing herself back up, and oh, big elbow strike, and now Thekla, spider suplex, bringing Aminata back in the ring the hard way.
Thekla is something else. You're right about core strength.
Willow Nightingale, though, chopping down. Big ridge hand on Thekla. As Statlander bringing Thekla out of the corner. Willow Nightingale, Freeman's carry as Aminata. Thekla escapes. Oh, Stat sent into Willow.
nice job there by Thekla. Very smart move. Took all 3 ladies out with one shove.
Thekla is looking great.
Toxic Spider.
Yeah, the Toxic Spider, that back bridge. She's walking like she's a damn tarantula.
And
Look at the back bridge, she's crazy.
Thekla trying to line up the spear. She finds it, but Statlander rolls out of the way, swinging a miss by Willow. Thekla, Willow battling up the ramp. Queen Aminata, she landed something on Thekla. I didn't see what it was, but now,
oh my God,
we saw that plain as day. The double stomps.
That neck breaker before that.
Aminata gonna take it here. No, Thekla showing her toughness.
Thought that the Queen had it so close. Queen now, look.
What's going on?
It's like a sky blue striding down the ramp.
Chicago's own Sky Blue, I might add.
But
Wait, whoa.
wow, this is
Behind
going on.
her.
Oh, Julia Hart, the mist into the eyes of Aminata, the stomp by Thekla. And we've seen some sort of association between Julia and Thekla, and now we just saw Thekla capture 100 grand.
Here is your winner, the Toxic Spider, Thekla.
She needs to share that to 100 grand 3
I was
ways.
just going to say that. Thekla needs to kind of Venmo those 2 other girls in the ring, and Julia and Sky.
Many people involved, especially Thekla, because she's crazy.
Well, I think even more so. Aminata, who just brained Thekla with that trash can lid. This no holds barred battle continues live. The 3rd hour of September to remember here tonight. Oh, Thekla driving that chair into the midsection and into the spine of Aminata.
After that shot into that trash can, I can't even believe that Thekla can stand.
What a spear into the chair.
Ooh, to the edge of that chair, Excalibur.
Yeah, into the small of the back.
Right.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, Aminata tripping out the legs of Thekla. Oh!
That's what you get!
Uh-oh. Tekla's got the trash can lid.
And again, tattooing Queen Aminata with that trash can lid. And Thekla now thinking maybe the spider suplex. Oh! As Thekla trying to create the momentum here against Queen Aminata. Just days away from the four-way match for the AEW Women's World Championship this Saturday afternoon at All Out. Aminata, the chair into the face of the Toxic Spider.
If I'm Thekla, I got to ask, when do I just call it a day and protect myself for Saturday?
Good call on that, Brian.
Oh, my goodness!
Fisherman's Buster on the chair. Aminata rolls over the cover to Thekla, able to kick out.
And did you see Aminata grabbing her elbow after she did that? I think she landed wrong on that chair.
You know, it's a good call about Thekla calling it a day, but she just will not stay down. She wants to win this match so badly. Yeah, the fans.
I wonder if it was against a different opponent, she might take a different tack.
Yeah.
But these two hate each other so much.
That's a great point. Look at this now with a chair on Thekla.
Now the stop, no, the leg drop, nobody home for Aminata. And Thekla on the move, but you can see a bit gingerly as, oh, there's the stop. Aminata face first into the chairs. Thekla, the cover, the leg is hard and three.
The Toxic Spider, Thekla.
Here comes a maniac.
The Toxic Spider, Thekla. The third point in the Triangle of Madness, along with Sky Blue and Julia Hart.
Yeah, this is great strategy, Excalibur. The entire triangle is out here.
Flying crossbody by Thekla. He takes down Willow, ducks underneath Harley Cameron. Great poise, great agility, and a great spear landed by Thekla. That's how she put away Harley Cameron this past Saturday on Collision. And now Thekla going into her boot here.
Watch out.
That's around her boot. That's the leather belt.
Good God. It's like killing two birds with three stones.
Oh, my God.
Heading to the tournament.
And Thekla lashing her opponents here. But turning her back on Willow Nightingale. Willow, lariat attempt. Thekla.
Okay, Thekla, you have got to agree with this, guys. One of the toughest women I've seen in AEW. I mean, she is as tough as they come.
Yeah, one of the toughest and one of the craziest.
Right. Well, we've seen the blood and guts match spill outside the cage. You've seen the surrender happen. It doesn't, I mean, the submission doesn't need to happen inside the ring.
This is very bizarre.
Get in the ring. You're not supposed to
Referee Mike Posey
get in the ring.
wants the key from Mike Posey. And meanwhile, Posey,
He's the keeper of the key.
I don't think he even realizes that Thekla just wiped out the referee.
And there's the bell, and crashing like you hit a wall after your energy drink. Breakthrough with iDrink, the clean, crash-free productivity drink that enhances focus and stamina without caffeine or stimulants. You can order now at iDrink.com or on Amazon. Enter AEW 15 off for 15% off.
Thekla landing a forceful elbow strike, taking her opponent Brittany Brooks off her feet twice in quick succession.
The strap match this Wednesday, just days away. You are looking at the woman that could be the next champion of AEW, the Women's World Champ. 1, 2, 3. With the spear, she makes quick work of Brittany Brooks.
Here's your winner, the Toxic Spider, Thekla!
Excalibur, she's going to be joined here by the Sisters of Sin, which certainly may have an impact. into what's going to come down on Wednesday.
Thekla,
This is brutal.
that leather belt and lashing our fallen opponent repeatedly. The Statlander felt the sting of this earlier tonight. Now, unfortunately, it's pretty.
TNT, and it's a 2.5-hour program. Hell, we could go 2.5 hours here tonight.
Oh, Thekla leaping backwards off the steps and dragging Statlander head first into the steel steps. The challenger now at least with the advantage with Brian, as is the case in the strap match, linked to her champion.
Absolutely. And that link, you know, Thekla intuitively knew that and was able to pull Statlander into the steps. I mean, that's not something that you can practice. That's not something you can train for.
Right.
Oh my gosh. Stat's already bleeding.
Chris Statlander, AEW Women's World Champion. The blood is dripping as we step away from the action for the final time tonight. Who will leave Dynamite as AEW Women's World Champion?
Now look at that, Brian. I mean, oh, God, biting her. That's the thing about Thekla. You know, there's a lot of dangerous women in the AEW women's division, but I don't know anybody that has been as maniacal as the young lady we're seeing right there.
Now she is vicious, and Statlander, it's like a faucet leaking from her forehead. I think that the corner of the steps caught Statlander above the left eyebrow. And this, Brian, I mean, as you can attest to, is bad news for the champion.
It's bad news for the champion. How I won the strap match that I was in several years ago is I wrapped that strap around my opponent's neck until he passed out. And when you've got the blood flowing like Statlander does right now, that'll happen much more rapidly.
And as Statlander loses blood, she loses oxygen. It becomes tougher and tougher to string together offensive combinations for Chris Statlander. Thekla having some fun, not only at referee Aubrey Edwards' expense, but at Chris Statlander's expense as well.
Statlander just absolutely no defense. Just.
And here, to your point, Brian, the strap wrapped around the neck. The AEW Women's World Champion, Chris Statlander.
This is a good strategy by Thekla. Put weight on Statlander's back. She probably needs to pull a little bit more on that strap if she wants to really apply a choke.
An unsettling vision if you are a fan of Chris Statlander. To see her at the mercy of this woman, the Toxic Spider, Thekla.
Kicking her head right off.
Thekla covers, leg hooked. Toxic Spider. Very methodical in her approach. Statlander all wrapped up, knotted up in that strap.
The blood all over the mat.
Oh, putting the strap inside Statlander's mouth.
And stepping on it also to cut off some of the slack, to tighten the grip.
Stat's got her mouth open.
A bloody battle in our main event tonight on Dynamite for the first time ever. The AEW Women's World Championship defended in a strap match. Chris Statlander, the champion, bloodied but not battered. She is not out of this fight yet. But the sinister challenger, the Toxic Spider, Thekla, with the advantage and with the champion in her grip.
We already saw the crowning of a new champion tonight. Of course, Kyle Fletcher, the TNT champ. Could we see a new Women's World Champion?
And remember, it's a strap match. There are no disqualifications. Thekla, despite the fact that she was in the ropes, Brian.
Chris Statlander has incredible cardio. She trains so hard. But I mean, you can see her kind of starting to wear out. And I wonder if it's the blood loss.
Thekla perched on the top. Oh, drops down. Headbutt Statlander. But Thekla rises up, meets the champion eye to eye, and then once again lashing her back and forth with the strap.
Thekla is screaming out, smiling. The young lady's insane. She just, oh my.
Spider suplex from Thekla. Thekla, who's only been pinned twice before in her AEW career.
Against a woman who has 117 wins in the women's division, most of any woman.
Thekla could not extricate herself from the corner, and Statlander taking out her frustrations on the challenger.
How resilient is Chris Statlander?
Yeah, but I'm telling you, we've seen a lot. This is one of the hardest hitting main events that we've ever had in Dynamite. These women are leaving it all in the ring.
Thekla swinging for the fences. Statlander! Discus lariat! Covers! 2! Thekla able to kick out. But Brian, I think the toll, very obvious by the body language, the cover there on Statlander.
Yeah, the toll is definitely, you can see it now. I mean, look at her face. But Statlander is extra tough. And this AEW Women's World Championship means so much to her. She has fought so hard for so long to be AEW Women's World Champion.
Statlander wrapped the strap around the neck of Thekla, and now repeatedly lashing the back of the challenger.
With all this blood loss, Statlander still got her.
Blue Thunder bomb! 1, 2, no! Thekla able to kick out.
I know Chris Statlander wants to get some revenge, wants to hit Thekla with the strap. But just by how she's swinging, I think she's better off just going back to her clotheslines. Her clotheslines are so vicious.
Look at that. Statlander whipping herself. And now looking for another Blue Thunder, perhaps. No, Thekla, some right hands into the face of Statlander.
Statlander, oh man, when she had her back to Thekla, I knew she was in trouble.
Oh, now Thekla, the strap wrapped around the head of Statlander. Around the neck, the throat, and Thekla looking for the stomp, but Statlander, I think, whipped her out of midair. Statlander tying up the challenger. The arms pinned to her body. And Statlander wrapping the Spider up tight.
If she can wrap her up tight, there's no way Thekla can kick out, I would think.
Oh, Statlander. Saturday Night Fever, that's how, oh no, the tombstone instead.
That's it. That's it,
wait a second. Sky Blue and Julia Hart, the other two members of the Triangle of Madness. And, Statlander. And remember, Harley Cameron, Will Nightingale, they're already in Australia. Statlander with no reinforcements tonight.
That's a great call.
Thekla the spear! Thekla, the spear, Statlander. Oh, no, Thekla tying up Statlander's hands behind her back, Brian.
Oh, this is a dire position for Chris Statlander.
As Thekla drives Statlander. The stomp, the cover. Oh, we have a new champion.
Here is your winner and new AEW Women's World Champion, the Toxic Spider, Thekla!
Chris Statlander fought valiantly, but was not enough to match the Triangle of Madness. She was not enough to match the Toxic Spider here tonight.
And Statlander does not deserve this. She has no, as you said, reinforcements because the babes of wrath are already made their way to Australia.